Welcome in the favorite corner of my room. Today I have grape green tea in this cute panna cup. I have filled 20 journals. These are all my journals. In this video I will tackle current journals I have, how I journal, what I journal about, prompts I use, and basically also how to stay consistent and how I decorated them, because I think that's also like a fun thing to do. I wanted to talk about the fact like how I started journaling in the first place. You know when they say like, oh, you should revisit the things that you once loved as a child because it will bring you so much comfort? That's exactly how I feel with journaling. I started journaling when I was like about 12 years old or something, and I remember so distinctively just writing my whole day in a journal, and like it was so much fun. I somehow stopped journaling in my teenage years, like when I was 16 or something. I just didn't journal because I felt like there was like this whole stigma around journaling and keeping a diary. Like people would say like, you keep a diary? Well, yes, I wish I could tell myself that it's okay to journal and it's like nothing to be ashamed about. I will talk about my current journals. This is my rotation, these two, which this one is my diary basically. It's a Midori A5. If I clock a bitch with a Midori notebook, I'm like, you know your stuff. You know your stuff. And this one is my planner / logbook, and everything I watch or read I log in this book. And it's basically this Heisei retro book with like these cute characters. I have, for example, all the music I have been listening to in the months of January, February, and currently March. And then I have here like all my stickers. That basically, it's a sticker book, so you can reuse the stickers that you sticked on the sticker paper. And here I have all the movies that I've watched, which I ranked. Basically everything I thought about in the films I write down, and the same goes for books. The question I get asked when people want to start journaling is, how do I journal? What do I write about? How do I do it? Like, I have no idea and I want to start. And that's the beautiful thing about journaling. Journaling is something so like personal to yourself, and there's no wrong or right way to do it, and that's why I love it so much. It has no rules. It has no rules. Like, you can do anything you want. The options are endless, because I see journaling as an extension of myself. I see journaling as an extension of myself, my being, my soul, my mind. And I think that's why it's so beautiful and so freeing and so just like a breath of fresh air. How I see it is like you have a sort of friend with you that doesn't leave and doesn't judge you because you can be so vulnerable. It's basically like peeling an onion, like discovering the layers from yourself. You can literally write about what you ate, what you are looking forward to, what you want to buy. You can write wish lists. You can even write a letter to yourself if you want that. You can do anything you want. You can draw, you can doodle, the options are endless, and that's why it's so amazing to me. But for example, I wrote this poem and I sticked it in my journal, in the back of my journal, and it looks like this, and it's so much fun. I can take it out and it looks like this. How to stay consistent with journaling is also just like having fun. Journaling doesn't have to be something that you feels like a chore, you know? It should be something that you're like so passionate about and that you want to do and that you're looking forward to. At least that's for me. I love journaling so much because it's filled with so much passion for me. It makes me feel sane. And if I don't write for like a few days, I'm already like, guys, I need to write. And once you realize that you don't have to strive for perfection or only aesthetic based things. If that doesn't work for you, that's okay, because there's no rules. And I think that's also the secret sauce. The secret to being consistent is enjoying the process of it all, enjoying the moment that you feel when you pick up the pen and write on the paper. Once you fall in love with the process of writing and the act of writing, it feels like it becomes a habit. And I think that's why it became a habit for me, because I really became to fall in love with the journal, because it's just like an extension to myself and my being. I love feeling my feelings. I love being sensitive. I love feeling like every vein of my body, and it's just like such a special thing. And it's okay to not force yourself to do it. It's okay to have grace with yourself, and knowing that it's okay that you don't have to write every single day. You can just write whenever you want, because there's no one telling you that you have to do it in a certain way, because there is no right or wrong way. Sometimes, like in the beginning, it feels so vulnerable, it feels so like authentic, and like it just feels like, oh, what if somebody is going to read this, what do I do, like what. I also have tips for that. You can get like journals with lockets, and then just like keep the key somewhere. You can also just like buy those kind of fake books, or just like when you have like hardcover books, you just take the hardcover, like the cover of the hardcover, and then bind it around the notebook itself, and then put it like around like where somebody wouldn't see it, so it makes you feel more like at ease. I want to talk about the prompts that I use if I do not know what to write about. I always write this down in every journal now that if I start a journal. It's in this, I don't know if you can tell. The first thing I have is, how do I feel in the moment, emotionally and physically? What did I dream about last night? Do I have any current fixations or interests? What do I want to do today? Is there a sort of pattern that I recognize in the day-to-day of myself, and what are they trying to tell me? And those are kind of the prompts that I use if I do not know what to write about. And sometimes it can just also be a stream of consciousness. It doesn't even have to be like all that serious, you know, you can just be silly, and it's just like fun. If you're silly, you just can be silly. Sometimes you have these moments where it's like, I cannot journal, but I want to journal so bad, and I want to journal my thoughts so bad, but I cannot. What I do in these specific moments where it's like I do not want to forget the thing that I want to write about, but I don't have the time because it's not the right place to journal, I just take down my phone, I take my notes app, jot down basically the thing that I want to write about, so I know there's a place where I can look back and be like, oh yeah, I know exactly what I want to write. Just like saying the minimal words that you need to know what you want to write about in your journal when you do have time to make time to journal. For example, you dreamt about this weird dream about a cat chasing you with like an elephant on its back. Then you just take your phone, write down dream cat, weird dream cat, and then next time if you have your phone or like your journal, you just say like, hello journal, I have dreamt about a weird cat chasing me with an elephant on its back. Yeah, that's how I do it. Also, one thing I love so much is decorating journals. Like, it's something that I look forward to every time. Like, even when my journal is like almost full, I just take a new journal and I just decorate it with so many stickers. The first journal I think was this one I had. It's just like a very normal cheap journal I have, but I just stick like a Nara Yoshimoto sticker on it. So that was my first journal. My second one was this one. It's I have tried many journals and many papers, and I feel like for me it doesn't matter that much. Personally, I have been really into smaller journals because it's like so useful for every day, and just like if I bring my journal somewhere, it's very easy to hold. I think the next journal was this one. This is a cover with Klimt. I got it for my birthday from my friend, and I filled this one so fast. I realized I don't really like journals with like already like prints in them because it makes me kind of feel restricted. Like the best kind of notebooks for me are just like blanks, like it has no lines, no grid. This journal I also got for my birthday, or actually as a gift just from a friend because I love Ponyo. My next journal, which was very fun, it was like the first time ever that I was really into decorating journals, is this one. It has Kewpie. I love it so much. My next one is this one. I got this one at Flying Tiger, I'm pretty sure. Also love adding like keychains on the spine of a notebook because it's just like a silly friend. Every time you write, you just have a silly friend with you. We're going into the realm of journals that I made myself. This one was the first one. I really like it. It's so... This one is, I think, my favorite. There's so many, but I really like this one. Chichai Monchan is my favorite Sanrio character, and this one my friend gave me in a letter. I love it so much. I have this one. This one is so cute because it has a lenticular angel blue sticker, which I love angel blue. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you. This one has a piercing detail. I added this. I really like it. I love when people have attention to detail because I love to do that myself. Another journal is this one, just the angel blue. Well, this is Hana, actually, the sister of Angel Blue. I also really like her character. Yeah, I thought it was quite cute because it says like, everybody will be happy after taking an apple. You can make it. This journal, this is a small journal, like very small. Can you tell? My favorite sticker is probably this one, the puffy one, or obviously this big one from Emma Gasper. Also another cute Kewpie again, and a lollipop. I really like the idea of bringing back like childhood kind of diaries, so I made exactly that. Like using a locket, and that's what I did. And peep my silly stickers. Here you can tell I have my stickers. They're on my shop actually. They have like glitter and stuff. I really like these too. I opened my ROM to smaller journals with this one. This one is a button journal and that I made with this cute little Kewpie, and it makes such satisfying sound. Then I have this one. This is a Dekuden one. It's like all with Dekuden and pearls and everything. I really like it. Then I have like a very simple one, but this one has a story. I bought this in Guangzhou when I was in China in the summer. And I have this one, a Blythe one. I had this laying around also in my room for quite a long while. Like, yeah, it's also quite a small one. I remember distinctively I finished writing this in 7 days. This one I also made. I don't know if you can tell, but it's matching the wallpaper in the back because it's basically my wallpaper. I really love this one particularly because I added this angel wing and this puffy bookmark sleeve, and I just love it so much. I also have this one. It's from Flying Tiger, I think, with the Hey Mugi sticker and this silly Kewpie again. This one has like all cute stickers and stuff, and a Tarako Kewpie again. I really liked the idea of making a journal that was fully Angel Blue themed. I have a fixation on Angel Blue. It kind of calmed down, but I have like a whole section there with Angel Blue stuff because I love Angel Blue. I would say it's my autistic mascot, guys. Yeah. What's your autistic mascot? I have a feeling that mine is Angel Blue. I'm not sure though, but this one, I really like it. I made it myself too. And yeah, it's just all Angel Blue. This one was my last journal. It's a Midori one, B6 Midori notebook with silly stickers. I really have been into these kind of flower stickers. They're very cute. Recently, I've been really into making my own journals fully from scratch, like binding them myself, just everything basically. These 3 journals that I have made myself by binding them. It was so much fun, and I'm still having so much fun. And it's basically all like blank. I've been really into writing poetry lately, and it all just, which is so funny, all of my poems kind of are because of like overstimulation. Like I feel like too overstimulated. For example, this poem that I wrote that says, "My lip cracked too again this morning. I hate when that happens. What about me drinking my hot lemon tea now? Will it sting, sting, sting while I sip, sip, sip? They say make lemonade with lemons. Probably, highly, highly likely. But what if I like it? Questions, questions, questions. Perhaps that lemon will turn into juice, like how my brain melts in the S train to school. It melts like those soaps. Those bars that lose its meaning over time, only just to be left to crumble in pieces. Pieces? A piece. Your piece. My piece. My piece. Ah, yes. That one piece of strawberry 707 cake you left at a place in Hachi Town. Or was it Nana Street 707? Nana or Nana? My brain is indeed melting like those bar of soaps. I should sleep more zzz like those cartoons, but the zzz only seem to be 4 hours today after I realized my lip cracked. When I was on 4 hours of sleep, and I've been really into drinking lemon tea, and I was just listening to bubble sounds, which is so random, but I was in the library and I was listening to bubble sounds, and then this random thought just came in my mind, and I wrote it down. I took my journal, I wrote it down, and then I made it into this edit, and I'm actually quite happy. And it doesn't even have to be understood, but I just love allegories. Like I love writing allegories, like things that in the surface level it doesn't have like any profound, it doesn't look like it has meaning, but it has if you look deeper into it. Will you connect A to B for me, like that forbidden fruit, yellow in its glow, shaped like a star waiting to be seen for her glimpse of glisten, so bright, so starry, like how you glisten for me in the chasm of my reality, in the rings, like the tea-stained rings I've discovered last night after my oh so many roasted green teas in my favorite mug, the one I came to savor so deeply. Even though I don't like to admit that I've tried to scrape off the traces of your essence, you are yet that glisten who seems to connect the dots, so sour yet so sweet, and I will choose to savor that taste on the tip of my tongue over again and again. Journaling is just something so passionate for me, and just something so like to my heart, because I love it so much, and it brought me so much insight on myself, and just finding how I think and how I see the world and just everything around me. I think that's what I still wanted to say, and I hope that this video brought you some kind of joy or courage to write whatever you want, and it doesn't have to be that profound, or it can be silly, and it can be both, and it can be anything you want. And yeah, I hope till next time, and thank you for watching if you watched it fully.